Welcome back to the Naebotical Naebot. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's actually something I forgot to set up. But hey, welcome back. We're gonna start up with King's Quest. Again, it's been a little while since I've done King's Quest. I heard a chirp. King's Quest 6. We're on to 6. I want to have the walkthrough up just in case. I'm not going to use it yet, but I just want to have it up. It's just a video? No? Okay. Perfect. Alright. That's up. That's ready. Can you hear them? They're twerping. You can barely hear them, I bet. Twerping in the background. They're so cute. Okay. Ah! God! The darkness on my screens. Did you launch? I swear, if this gives me trouble, I'm gonna be so sad. Come on. Do it. I dare you. There it is. This entire crap. You can hear it. I clicked out of it. Hold up. Get out of here. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, is it not gonna work? It's gonna be like, there it is it! Thank you, Sierra. Air today, gone tomorrow. Here we go. It is 6 o'clock. Who's this guy? Wait, no. We're just straight up into it. Just straight up. Who are you? Alright, I have my commands up here. Why does this look worse than the last one? Ooh, what's this? There is something shiny on the ground.
Alexander searches for a way to reach the black-haired girl whose memory will not escape him.
I missed. Hold on. I missed. Wait.
Taking off your adventurer's cap so soon?
Yes. There's something I missed. We missed a whole, there's a cutscene missing in this. There's something whole missing in this. There's everything missing in this, I feel like. Opening! Okay, maybe that's what maybe that's what it, hold on. During the demo, I know all this stuff already. It's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I thought you were this. No. Okay. Well, it's fine. You guys get to see this opening so much. So many times. You're welcome. At least it's giving time for people to come in. Be all like, hey, I'm here. Hi, Shayla. You're here just in time to see the opening that I didn't click on originally. It's fine. Long ago in the castle of a kingdom called Daventry. There were birds singing in the background constantly. You look depressed. Oh my god, the animation.
Alexander, here you are. Oh, you're still not thinking about Cosima, are you?
I suppose I am.
Son, it's been months. You've got to pull yourself together. After all, you only met her that once.
I know.
Have you discovered anything about the land of the Green Isles?
No. No one's even heard of it. It's like she's just vanished.
I wish I could help. Please try to think about something else, dear.
I'll try, Mother.
The only problem about not playing these all in succession is that I forgot a lot of stuff. Despite his family's concern, Alexander remains tormented by thoughts of Cassina. Who is Cassina? I don't actually remember. See? I don't remember any of the lore. It's all gone out now. Except, you know, Phenomenon is a bad guy here. Somewhere. What is this animation? Nice mirror you got there. Touch it. I dare you. Oh, look, pretty lady. Is that Cassina?
Alexander,
Oh
I
gosh.
feel so alone.
Might be a new
I
character
don't know
entirely.
what to do. Alexander, I wish you were here.
Did I gotta save
Cassina,
another princess from
wait,
the tower?
Mother! Mother, come quick!
Alexander, what on earth? You're white as a ghost.
Mother, I saw Cassima. She was in the mirror.
In the mirror? The magic mirror?
Yes! And it showed me how to find her.
How?
The
Did it
stars!
show you?
I saw the stars outside her window.
Oh,
I
gotta
can
follow.
navigate by the
Thank you,
stars.
Foregathers.
Oh, Alexander, if you really go...
It will be all right, Mother. I promise.
3 long months, Prince Alexander sailed the known seas and beyond. This is fantastic. Love this. Which I'm sure was revolutionary for its time. I keep forgetting how old these games are. That's a nice seagull. You haven't seen this one, Aletha? I thought you went through all the games. Well, I guess you didn't. Huh? Well, this is gonna be an adventure for all of us. It's gonna be good. I hope. Anyway, fingers crossed. These are nice seagulls. These are some good old seagulls. Grand seagulls. Only up through 4? Also, you probably mentioned it last time. That's a nice ship. Where's your crew? Please tell me you have crew, Alexander. Do you not have crew, Alexander? Are you by yourself, Alexander? You just sailing this ship by yourself somehow, inexplicably? It's fine. It's magic. I'm sure there's magic in this world. Surely he can sail a ship like that by himself. Ginger's adorable. I love her cats. They really like to go on the grandeur of this, don't they? The grandeur of the sea, then it was the grandeur of the seagulls, and now it's the grandeur of the empty ship with Alexander. I guess there's something the grandeur of Alexander. I've been making fun of him this whole time, dude. It's really great. See, now we're looking at the grandeur of the sea again. Oh, look, there's the grandeur of the island. It's coming. Closer? Question mark?
Land ho! Land ho! Land ho!
Who are you telling? Oh, okay, there they are. Okay. There's crew! Yay! Hours pass. He was really excited, okay. I can't necessarily blame him. But I sure hope they're navigating this correctly, because there could be like reefs, rocks. And considering the spoiler of me just pressing play earlier, more rocks. Probably reef, maybe a siren or two. Maybe the Kraken's in this one. You never know. Yeah, I beat Blackmore Manor last time. As the ship nears the shore, day turns to night and the sea turns violent. Sorry, I know if you missed that stream last week, that's when I beat it. You'll have to look up in the archives. No, they're crashing into the rocks I was warning them about. Oh, there goes the ship. Hey, the moon. Oh, I guess they just got there. They might have been trying to sail around to find a safe port and they couldn't find any. And the moon came out and was all like, screw you, and I'm gonna make the sea all choppy. Die, fools. And then he was like, sea, you do your thing. And the sea was all like, die, fools. And then they sank their ship. Roberta Williams and Jane Johnson. Produced by Robert W. Lindsley, William D. Skirvin. Directed by Roberta Williams, William D. Skirvin. Jane Jensen. William D. Skirvin. Oh, well, I have no pity for you. You went to an amusement park. Jerks. Going and doing fun things safely. See, no one feels sorry for you. You can watch that last video in the archives. Or on my YouTube video channel. That one too. You can do there too. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Alexander
you know I don't edit
awakens
anything,
to
so it'd be
find
the same
himself
thing.
on an unfamiliar beach. For a moment, he is too dazed to remember how he got here.
Wake up, Alexander. You screwed up.
Then, he does remember. The shipwreck. The sea. Just as he had seen his men safely into the lifeboats, a gigantic wave picked him up and tossed him overboard
That guy
into
was
the
the kid.
churning sea. That was the last he'd seen of his crew. Debris from the shipwreck is scattered along the shore, but of the lifeboats and his
I
men,
needed
there is
more.
thankfully no trace.
Yep.
He can only hope and pray that the lifeboats survived the currents, and that his men made their way safely back to Daventry.
I don't see how they would make it safely back to Daventry. Just throwing that out there. I want this coin.
Alexander picks up his royal insignia ring from the beach.
Oh. Ooh, it's a ring. I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Alright, you can just screw in my inventory. You just,
There's no point in...
you know what? I won't look at
Alexander's
it.
ring is made of the purest gold and has the insignia of the royal family of Daventry on its face.
That's so nice.
Alexander's ring is...
No! With a hand.
Alexander is already wearing his ring.
Oh, well. That's cool. Okay, you want this board?
Alexander pushes the plank to one side.
I
A
didn't...
box has been partially buried under sand.
Good job, Alexander. We'll just pick that up. Hey, look at
There's
that.
nothing of interest in that part of the box.
You're a liar. There is something shiny right
There's
there.
nothing of interest. There's nothing of...
It's right
There's
there.
nothing of interest. There's nothing of... There's nothing of interest.
Do I have to be pointing
There's
on it
nothing of
directly?
There's nothing...
It's right there.
Alexander takes the coin and leaves the ruined box where it is.
I have a coin.
Alexander has no use for the ship debris.
Are you sure? He had use for
Alexander
that
has
one,
no-
apparently.
Alexander has...
Yay, the cursor issues are still a
Alexander-
thing.
The wheel from Alexander's ship
The
floats
wheel.
nearby in the sea.
The wheel.
The remains of Alexander's sailing ship lie dashed upon the distant shore. The ocean appears calm, but there's a dimpling pattern to the surface which indicates an undertow.
That's cool. I
Alexander
didn't
is
know
standing on a beach littered with debris from his shipwreck.
that. I might have known
A
that.
path leads north into the
It's
lush
one of
green
those
island.
Old facts
An
that I
occasional
forgot.
breeze rustles the nearby foliage.
Go swimming. I feel like the whole undertow thing might put a damper on that. We're just gonna save this real quick. Wake up. Wake up, Alexander. Alright, into the ocean with you.
The ocean is not as calm as it appears. Underwater currents tug at Alexander's legs.
Keep
The
going.
underwater tow is amazingly strong here. It pulls ferociously at Alexander's legs. Before Alexander can retreat, the current grabs his legs. The shifting sand vanishes from beneath his feet. Against his best efforts, he is dragged out to sea.
Bye, Alexander.
The
Bye.
currents around the island pull Alexander under.
Bye.
As Alexander struggles to the surface for the third and last time, he finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
You mean the warning signs the narrator? What?
Tickets up.
What?
Next. Nothing like getting swept off your feet.
Excuse me? There. Okay, well, you know, it's fine. Hey, alright, Alexander, let's go. Wait, no, we gotta look at this rock.
Rocks abound on this lush volcanic isle.
What? You don't think they would let me find
Alexander
different
is
ways to
standing on a
die?
beach littered
Nonsense.
with debris from his shipwreck. A path leads north into the lush green island. An occasional breeze rustles the nearby foliage.
Anyway. Pew pew! Pew pew! Whoa! Wow! What's this?
A hollow in the trunk of the old tree forms a perfect nesting place for wildlife.
You should put your hand in it.
Rocks
What?
abound on this lush volcanic isle.
Rocks abound! There's so many rocks! Who would have known about all the
Rocks
rocks?
abound on this...
Oh my god.
Alexander is standing at a crossroads.
I probably would too.
Large leafy...
It is a castle! Look, this is a city! Oh my gosh!
A
Guys,
grand old tree stretches its
Grand
luxurious
old
limbs
tree.
out over the crossroads.
we gotta look at this grand old tree. Come on, Alexander, stick your hand
Alexander
in it.
examines the tree's hollow, but finds nothing of interest.
What? What about this hollow?
Alexander can see no reason to clamber about on the old tree. He would only scar its bark.
Oh, I was about to say something bad. I was about to say, who cares about the bark? Well, that's a game. Who cares about the bark? Just climb the tree. Have some excitement, Alexander. Some joy. You got some joy, man. Joy. Are you going? Go. Maybe you should get tiny. Dang. Pon chape, you say.
There's a battered wicker chest in front of a shop. A large round pot is one of the pottery pieces on display outside the shops.
My grass is moving.
Alexander is standing on a sunny village street. There are open shops to his right, a hard-packed path beneath his feet, and palm trees waving over his head. To the north, a key-shaped arch leads to another part of the village.
Old lamps
Ah!
for new. Old lamps for new.
Pardon me, old
The
man.
village buildings are made of rough sandstone stucco.
I didn't
This
need
one
that
has a shop
startle.
on the street level and a private dwelling up above. Steps lead up to the shop door. The pawn shop window has the words curios and antiques painted on it. What an interesting looking shop.
It does seem a little suspicious, you know, old lamps for new. Wouldn't it go the other way around if they're trying to get antique lamps, but at the same time, then he's all like, well, now I have this new lamp, but the moment I have it, it's an old lamp, so here's...
Old lamps
Oh my
for
God.
new.
Dude! Shush! You're screaming? Fine.
The
I'll
old
come.
man, like most peddlers, is not interested in Alexander's empty hand.
You calling me poor, narrator? I have a coin.
Good day.
I have all the riches of the world upon me.
Towering mightily over the other pawn shop curiosities, the stuffed bear makes an ostentatious display.
I'm being a little rough on my voice, admittedly, because
A few
my throat is
well-aged
sore.
barrels probably hold assorted
One
smaller
whole
goods and
coin.
perishables.
The coin is
An
all you
old suit
need
of
in this
armor
world?
stands in the pawn shop.
Got one
It
coin,
looks like
and
a
just
vigilant
you wait, I'm
guard
gonna
against
get
thieves
another
and carpet
coin.
salesmen, even though it is headless.
I'm gonna have so many coins. You wait, skeleton.
A tall skeleton lends an air of mystery to the shop.
Then we're gonna go with air mystery on that one. Oh, Roomy's home. Roomy's home, everybody.
Several half-burnt wax candles have been placed among the other pawn shop items. They probably light the shop at night.
Yeah, probably. You have to say the same about all these
The
shelves?
back wall of the shop holds various odds and ends.
This narrator
For
has a lot to
example,
say, honestly.
A hull hole detector for finding those hard-to-spot holes in small sailboats.
I thought it said hole detector, and I was like, what? Hold detector. Hey,
The pawn shop owner is a mysterious fellow. His face is
looks
old
fine to
and
me.
inscrutable, and there's a glint of sheer iron in his gaze. Still, Alexander senses this is someone he can trust.
what? What? You know, I'm just gonna come talk to you, man.
Good day, merchant. Can you tell me what land this is?
By the moon's light, what a question! You must have been out too long in the sun, or perhaps knocked your head upon a rock.
Done both?
No. Well, perhaps. I was in a shipwreck, you see. My crew and I were trying to reach the land of the Green Isles. I think, well, at least I hope, my men got away safely in the lifeboats. But I myself appear to be rather stuck here.
Ah, I see. You must pardon my
lifeboats.
incredulity, but it has been so long since we have had a foreign visitor. You wrecked your ship, young traveler, due to the currents and reefs around the islands. If your crew was wise enough to steer clear of the isles and head home, they should be fine. In any case, you have met your objective, however bumpy the journey.
You mean, this is the land of the Green Isles?
This is
Oh,
it?
thank the heavens. I had followed the stars, you see, and I thought I was close, but...
The stars? You must be quite a sailor. But what is the purpose of your visit?
I come for... Well, I mean, I hope to see... I met some time ago.
Say no more. You are smitten with a maiden, are you not? What other than love could so confuse a man's tongue?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
afraid so. It is
I'm
Princess
afraid
Cassima.
so. It's
By
tragic,
the
really.
desert
I'm in
sands,
love.
when you fall
It
in
sucks.
love, you do not mess around, do you?
Is she here?
This is the Isle of the Crown, young man. The castle of the Crown stands on the hill. If it is Cassima you seek, that is where to look.
I feel like this is a
The
bad
Castle
idea.
of the Crown. Thank you, merchant.
And good luck to you, lad. You shall need
I
it.
don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think love's gonna get me killed a few hundred times. I mean, it may actually just be the player, but that's irrelevant. Point is, goodbye. Thanks for the tips. Ow, my arm. I'm
Hello.
bandaged.
I will be right up.
I've been wounded.
Now, what can I do for you?
What is your conversation happening in here? I don't really want to hear from you. And love is gross, Anna says. I don't want to hear from you, Anna, Serena says. You literally gush over romance. Listen, shipping and real life romance are two very different things. And game romance, where it's already existent and just kind of meh, is, you know, that's also another thing. And like, love is meh. Love, yeah.
There's a small table near the door that
You're
bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please." Only one book remains on the table. It looks like the bookshop owner really wants to get rid of that book.
It's gonna be mine. I'm gonna be cursed.
An old
Mananen.
man occasionally steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under a concealing hood.
Mananen.
An old
Banana?
man occasionally
Excuse me, Mananen. Is that you?
Good day, sir.
The mysterious old man just ignores Alexander.
Alright, well, that was a riveting conversation.
A
With a
stone fireplace gives the bookshop a quaint, cozy air. There's a book entitled The Changing
gotta walk
Role of
all the
Court
way around it.
Entertainers Through the Ages on the small table in the reading area. It appears that some regular customer likes that book.
I was about to say your husband is mid, just to throw some sass in there, but I feel like that's me and I like your husband. Ryan's great. You tell him hi for me.
Volumes of poetry are on display on this bookshelf.
Why did you walk over there? I was talking about the shop store
The
owner.
bookshop owner is a thin, middle-aged
Shop
man.
store owner, that's right.
His intelligent eyes are slightly blurry from long nights spent reading by candlelight.
You're gonna lose your eyesight that way, sir.
Good
Excuse
day,
me.
sir. I'm a stranger in this land. What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
That is quite a question, young man. Who are you, and what would you have me tell you?
My name is Alexander. I know I'm on the Isle of the Crown, but I'd like to know whatever you can tell me about this island, and if there are other islands nearby.
You are indeed a stranger. Anxious is the man who knows not the customs of the land beneath his feet. This island is called the Isle of the Crown, because the royal family's castle is here. Besides the castle, we also have this village, and the docks over to the west. There are at least
would you
3
have-
other islands. The Isle of the Sacred Mountain, the Isle of the Beast, and the Isle of Wonder.
At least 3? Does no one know for certain?
This is no ordinary land, Alexander. The land of the Green Isles has always been a place of vague boundaries,
it
as if
archipelago?
islands come and go.
Oh.
Legend speaks of a 4th island, an isle shrouded in mists. I myself have never seen it. Then, too, the land of the Green Isles is said to exist on the boundaries of this world and the next. Even darker places are reputed to be closer here than anywhere else in the world.
Oh, man.
That's quite a claim.
But that's the island you need to get
yes,
to, so that
but
sucks.
probably just local superstition.
That's right.
We who live here on the Isle of the Crown, at least, sleep well enough at night.
My chair is loud.
Those first 3 islands you mentioned, how might I learn more about them?
Ideally, a young man seeking such knowledge would travel to their shores and learn about them firsthand. Meeting the leaders of each place would be helpful, naturally.
There's leaders of each
Unfortunately,
place.
the ferry no longer runs between the islands. There has been much political unrest, and it has been too dangerous to travel for years.
Stupid politics.
Perhaps the
You guys all
ferryman can
over
tell you
again.
more. He has little enough to do these days.
Who?
And if you haven't been there already, you might seek an audience at the castle.
Thank you kindly, merchant, for all your good advice.
Thank
But
you.
advice is free, Alexander. Making use of it costs much more.
That's... I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Nope. Was there something on this table? Are you gonna pick that up?
Alexander picks up the book from the small table.
Oh, yes, please, take that book. You have my most humble thanks for doing so, good sir.
What?
Really? Thanks.
But why? You didn't ask why! Why is the book so important? I forgot to look at the coin.
Alexander is carrying a copper coin of Devonry. King Graham graces the front of the coin.
Oh, it's my coin. Well, if it's my coin, it might not be much help here, will it?
Alexander is carrying a
probably
book
have
from the
different
bargain table
coins.
in the bookshop.
Okay, did you want to tell me what that book was? Oh, we're gonna... Wait, I haven't saved...
Alexander opens the bargain book and reads a paragraph at random.
No!
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles,
Don't-
albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 and an eighth bottles of wild beast lard.
Yeah, that's a mood, my man. Just don't... Just don't...
Phew, what an incredibly boring book. No wonder the bookshop owner wanted to get rid of it so badly.
Okay. I was so worried the book was gonna kill me.
For some inexplicable reason, Alexander feels compelled to avoid this hooded old man.
Banana is yours, Jess.
Alexander has no ambition to set himself up as a merchant.
What? What?
A plaque bearing a merchant crest hangs over the doorway.
Oh.
The bookshop owner must be proud of his credentials.
Is that what? You don't go out the door. Alright, fine. Go out the door. Freedom is mine! Wait a minute, go back. What about this book?
Good day again.
Quiet. Hey!
There's nothing to do
Banana's
there.
gone! I want this thing that was
Right
shining
now,
up here.
Alexander is too involved with the journey he's on to take time to read about the journeys of others.
That's not... There was a shiny...
Right now, there's nothing to do.
It did, but it was...
Right now.
There's a shiny...
Right now.
I know there was. Move your butt, Alexander.
Assorted travelogues and biographies are arranged on these shelves.
Or was the shiny on the old man? Maybe it was the shiny on the old man. What's about this book?
Alexander rests his feet for a moment.
Oh.
Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages. Well, that was refreshing.
Was it? That seems rather boring, actually. Well, goodbye. Goodbye. Let me talk to this guy again. I feel like...
Good day.
Hey, what's up, my man? I need to talk to you. I think.
Good day, merchant.
Hello.
What can you tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I can tell you she is in a dark time. Without the ferry, communication between the islands has ground to a halt, and so nearly has my business. Why
Tragic?
the long ages of peace have ended, and why the crown has not done something about it is beyond me. But
Probably
then,
because they're
I
dead.
am a shopkeeper, not a politician, and can only hope for better days.
Okay, well, you know, we're gonna go. Maybe... And save. And we're gonna come talk to this guy.
Hello? Is anyone here?
No one answers Alexander's shouted greeting. Perhaps he should find someone specific to talk to.
I clicked on him.
Good day, peddler.
Jerk narrator.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Oh.
Isn't it a rather bad business? Taking old lamps and giving new lamps in exchange?
Well, there's always a chance that I'll find a genie. If I had a genie, I'd be richer than a king. Besides, there's always a roaring business in antique luminaries.
I don't know who wants to be king, queen of anywhere. Those politics would be
Alexander
absolute
can't
garbage.
do anything with that part of the village from here.
Oh. Well, you suck. Okay.
Alexander sees nothing particularly interesting there.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just walk there properly. Nice house! Excuse me. Wait, no, I will.
The house is
Excuse me.
made of stucco in an architectural style native to the island. It is apparently quite old since climbing vines embrace its exterior.
I've told you 1,000,000 times, those flowers are too sweet for the likes of you. You've still got to do the breakfast dishes, make lunch, and clean the stables yet this morning. And get your veil back on. No one wants to look at your face.
Yes, stepmother.
Someone gonna die today?
Palm trees, as graceful as gazelles,
Perfect.
wave in the warm tropical breeze.
Do gazelles wave in warm
Red
tropical
roses
breezes?
beautifully cover the top of the house's fence and gate arbor. The entrance to the house is a time-worn wooden door.
Yeah, it's still technically a form of politics like that.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private property
I
unless
do.
he's been invited.
I want to intrude. I want to say,
A
hey,
pot, etched by the natural elements of the island, decorates the
Rude.
porch.
good describing word for you, older lady. How dare you? But there's no arguing allowed. What are you?
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
Don't. Hold. Before you do anything. Oh, shoot. I made a mistake. Anyway.
Come on, jump in. A little water won't hurt you.
This is a trap.
The ocean currents continue to murmur, but they do not reply to Alexander.
That's...
Good day. I'm Alexander. What are you doing in the sea?
I don't trust...
What does it look like
That-
I'm doing?
I'd
I'm
be a
swimming.
benevolent dictator.
I mean,
I don't
come
think
join
those
me.
words
The
go
water's
together.
Wonderful. I can show you the way to the next island. What are you waiting for? I said I'd show you how to get to the next island, didn't I?
Would you hold your horses, boy?
A young boy is happily swimming in the sea off the docks.
What's this?
That boat is not going anywhere.
Ah!
That's strange. The young boy in the water just disappeared. Oh well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Hold on, I gotta load, because I gotta see.
Come on, jump in.
Considering the poor condition of the shore, it looks like the easiest way to get into the water is just to jump off the pier.
Alright, there you go.
The powerful currents grab Alexander. Struggle as he might, he feels himself being pulled out to sea.
Not a very good swimmer, are you?
I wanted to see how I would die.
Help me!
Sorry, I think not.
As his head submerges for the
I saw
third
it
time,
coming.
Alexander finds himself pondering the wisdom of going out on a limb for a stranger.
Ha! That's right.
Tickets up.
Tickets?
Alexander couldn't handle those currents. That boy must be an unbelievably strong swimmer.
You know, something, probably not human. Anyway, I'm gonna go to this boat.
What are you waiting for? I said I'd show you how to get to the next island, didn't I?
Yeah.
An old canvas bag full of sand hangs off the side of the boat.
A
It
siren,
was most likely
a
used as a bumper when docking the boat against the
kappa.
pier, but it's rather pointless now.
I'm not sure what else he would be, honestly.
A wooden door
It's
leads
not
to
a
the
silky.
interior of
What
the
would
boat's
be
cabin.
the other one? I'm not sure.
That's
Bye.
strange.
Shush, Naruto. Hey, what's
Yeah,
up?
what do you want?
Oh, hi.
Alexander promises himself that he will not go home until he has determined.
Would you shut up, Alexander? No.
Alexander.
Go away!
Alexander, you're an idiot. I was trying to talk to the dude.
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure he hasn't lost anything.
You're an idiot, Alexander. Fine, I don't need to talk to him anyway. I'm sure. Positive, even. Why do we have such nice, jovial music around an abusive household? I don't feel good about that. Alright, got some in here. My goodness. I'm still curious about the noise that's around here. That's supposed to be birds or some nonsense. Well, what is this going on here? Hold on. We're gonna save. Wolfies? Wolfies, is that you? What's this?
There's a little hut just off the path. Perhaps the guard dogs have an occasional use for it, but it looks empty now.
Well, you know, as it goes. Excuse me, I'm just gonna go inside this little hut. Pardon me. As I just stare at this back wall. No one will see me here. Hey, Trisha! Honestly, that's legit. Hiding from a family gathering in the van. I've been there and done that. Hello, excuse me.
The castle appears to be of Moorish architecture.
What's
Its
pressing
marbled
on the
walls
castle?
and delicate inlaid mosaics
I wanna
are
know
unlike
more about
anything
the
Alexander has
wolfies,
ever experienced
about
before.
the doggos,
His
about
own
the
home,
creatures,
though lovely
about
and dear to his heart, seems
spear
rough-hewn
dogs.
compared to this delicate beauty.
Spear doogs.
Two guards take their stance in front of the castle doors. They look quite fierce and have the stiff, blank expression of soldiers on formal duty.
You're not gonna comment anything about the rest of their appearance, eh? Huh? Excuse me, pardon me, I'm just gonna mark
Excuse
up.
me, guardsmen. Guard dogs. I've been traveling for months to see
16
Princess
months.
Cassima. I would like an audience, please.
I'm sorry, but the princess is not receiving visitors, particularly not strangers.
Alright, well, you know, that's legit. I'm just gonna go this way. Bye, guys. Oh, well, this looks nice and
Vines have
sauntery.
begun to climb the castle's stucco walls. Alexander is standing next to the side wall of a castle. Unlike the well-guarded castle entrance, this area is deserted. Perhaps the guards are confident that the wall itself is impregnable enough to
I don't
stop
got a
any
bone.
would-be intruders.
I don't got a bone, but there's those, I think, bird sounds again. Those are very sparkly birds.
The narrow path
birds
ends
sound better.
abruptly at a pile of boulders.
Well, that's dumb. Alright, well, what if I climb these vines? What'll happen? He actually
The
did.
vines are too flimsy to support Alexander.
Well, it was valiant effort, everyone. Valiant effort. Let's go back. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I mean, I didn't really talk. Can I go this way? Nope, sure can't. Pretend to throw something for them. Dogs are dumb. You're so nice. So nice. Oh, that's fair. I can check that out. I didn't try that. What is that noise? I don't care about Alexander, can you go this way?
That way is blocked by heavy foliage.
You cannot, in fact, go this way. I don't have anything to climb with. Alright, there, I got a book coin. What if I bribe them?
There's no reason to use that there.
Excuse me, but I have this coin of Daventry. Perhaps you would be interested in it.
Step back! We're not interested in your petty treasures, stranger. Only authorized persons are allowed into the castle, and we'll not be bribed by the likes of you.
Oh, well, what? Oh, okay, I totally thought I was gonna die there because it stopped. I'm royal, see? Look, royal.
Alexander decides to show his royal
I'm
insignia ring
royal.
to the castle
Look
of the
at it.
Crown
I'm
Guards.
royal.
With all of his papers lost in the shipwreck, it is the only possible calling card he can think of.
Good day. I'm Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm an acquaintance of Princess Cassima. If you could just inform her that
I only
I'm
met
here,
her
please.
once. Long time ago, it sounds like.
So everyone says. Let me just look at that ring. What
I
does
don't
it
like
say, Gruff?
Crap.
Kingdom of Daventry, Prince Alexander. Ah, wait here while I go see what Captain Saladin thinks of this.
Salad? Salad and what? Is it salad and bread? Is it salad and bowl?
The guard returns a moment later with a majestic-looking creature.
That's majestic!
Captain Saladin speaks with a voice that is gentle, but reflects a will of iron.
Prince Alexander of
Oh,
Daventry, I
it's a-
presume. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with your country, but I'm sure Wazir Al-Hazred will want to meet you, if indeed you are a friend of the princess.
Wazir?
Please, follow me.
No, wait, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to.
Lord
Saladin the
Al-Hazred,
Paladin.
a visitor to see you. Prince Alexander of Daventry.
What is it that you seek, Prince Alexander?
What's up?
Pardon the intrusion, my
Who
lord.
are you?
But I came to see Princess
Look at your
Cassima.
eyes.
Some months ago, my father, King Graham, saved my family and I from imprisonment under an evil wizard named Mordak.
The same wizard that kidnapped the princess?
Exactly. When my father rescued us, he also liberated Cassima and sent her home.
That's
Then your
right.
father has my gratitude, and that of the entire kingdom. But I'm afraid I still fail
That
to
was
see the
Cassima.
purpose of your visit.
His
Well,
eyes sparkle.
I came to make sure that Cassima arrived safely and to pay my respects. Before we parted, she gave me an invitation to visit.
I have no doubt she did exactly that at the time, Prince Alexander. However, things have greatly changed for Cassima since her ordeal in Mordak's castle. Cassima's parents both became ill and died while she was gone. Cassima is sequestered in mourning
evil
for them
glint.
as befits a
And the golden
princess.
glint.
She is not receiving visitors of any kind. Even if she were, I do not think your visit would be appropriate. You see, it is time for Cassima to take her responsibilities seriously. With her parents gone, she no longer has the luxury to be a carefree maiden. As was her parents' wish, Cassima and I are to be wed. We shall rule the kingdom together.
No!
I assure you, our marriage is
It's one
all
of these!
Cassima wants now. As a
I
prince
assure
and
you.
a gentleman, it would be best
I'm
that you
jealous.
leave before
Don't
there
want
is any
you
further
go up, say hi to
embarrassment.
Cassima. Don't want to distract her.
I see.
Don't wanna
I suppose
distract
that
her.
I was mistaken. I thought for certain that Cassima... Well, I apologize.
A young man sees what he wishes to see. I'm sorry you've
Okay.
wasted your time traveling to the land of the Green Isles.
I sure
May your
didn't.
journey home be swift.
Perhaps I will take the opportunity to look around your fair land while I'm here.
I
I
sure
would
will.
advise against that. The kingdom is
Sequestered in the
rather,
morning.
shall we say, inhospitable these days.
Yeah, probably
But it
because
is
you
your neck.
and the guy next
You
to
may
you
risk it if you
with the
please.
gold glint in his eyes. He
Captain
probably stole the
Saladin
gold
will
from
escort
the
you
other
from the castle.
islands, and they were pissed because
Good
they're like,
day.
"No, our golden eyeballs," and he's like, "These mine." Now I'm just gonna right in here. They're mine. All right. Am I supposed to do something? Oh, okay. Cool. Glad we got that out of the
You
way.
have had your hearing with Vizier Al-Hazred. I trust you will respect his wishes and not return. I have been instructed not to let you into the castle again. Good day, my lord.
Captain Saladin whispers something to the guard dogs at the castle gate, and they nod with understanding.
You got a tail. Oh, you're pretty.
Alexander has a feeling they won't
puppy.
be letting him into the castle again.
Why did you have to say it like that? Why did you have to say it like that? You know, you wake up in the morning, bouncing baby boy, and you're just all like, man, I just came here looking for this princess and everything, and they won't give me the time of day. Girls? What are you doing back there living? You better be living Blueberry alone. Better be nice. This this noise. I need to talk to that sailor man, I bet you're gonna see the sailor man. Hey, I need to talk to you, man. I went to the castle.
Good day.
Hey! What's up? Listen, I have some words with you.
How bide you, good merchant?
Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any.
Boy, I sure wish I had the money for it. We're not even going to talk. Okay, well, I just wanted to talk to you. I got 1 coin to my name. There's not a whole lot I can do with that. Librarian, do you got anything to say to me?
Hello.
Oh, is
I
that
will
dude
be
here?
right up.
Who's that guy? Why is the music changed?
Now, what can I do for you?
Why is the music changed? Why is the music changed? Who's this?
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Probably because he is. Just gonna save that real quick. Hey man, what's up? I'm up. Can I have a word with you? How are you doing this
Good day,
fine
sir.
Good day.
Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
Tell me your story.
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Pardon? Pardon?
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
Pardon?
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
It's the Mad Hatter. The Mad Hatter is here.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Alright, well...
How fare you, merchant?
Quite well, thank you. I just finished a wonderful book on geological rock formations. Fascinating.
That reminds me of the West of Loathing and the rock guy. He can give me all the facts about a certain kind of rock. Anyway, real
How
fast.
fare you, merchant?
Business could be better. Too many people are losing interest in reading these days.
I mean, there's not a lot of people to begin
It is a
with.
sign of the times.
You have like 5 people in your town. Listen, is there nothing?
There's no reason to touch that.
What do you mean? I don't think that's true. Listen. Listen. Look at this ring and
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to
Speak
insist,
to me!
but my name is
I
Alexander
have
of Daventry.
curiosities. I am royalty.
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry?
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a
Flying
minute!
flint
Wait a minute!
mice. You must be Prince Alexander.
Oh my god.
Cassina told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Why,
By
a
shipwreck.
ship now wrecked upon the sand. But
It's me.
you know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, the Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
If you'd only known! There's probably that guy who
Terrible
murdered them.
indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated
Sequestered in
tradition,
mourning.
and not required, but
And
the
not
vizier says she
required.
insisted out of respect.
I see. You've
I
yet
don't-
to say who you are and how you know the princess.
Vizier.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jalo. I am clown to the royal court, and had been since the marriage of Casima's parents, King Caliphon and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love.
So murdered.
And Casima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Casima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Casima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a
Why is it always
message.
a nightingale?
As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jalo. I hope we meet again soon.
The guy with the gold glint eyes, you know, I thought I saw a glint over here when the guy in the black cloak was there. Pretty sure it was just his eyeball, so it was just that guy, and he's all like, hey, here's that prince, he's a prince, and then he talked to his Wazir, and the Wazir was like, oh no, he's encroaching on my territory, how dare he, he's gonna not be, he can't be here, it's gonna cause problems. And here I am, about to cause as many problems as I can. Bookshop owner.
How fare you, merchant?
Quite well, thank you. I just finished a wonderful book on geological rock formations. Fascinating.
You need to have a life. Just gonna save again. Okay. Hey, my man, sir. I wish to speak
Good day,
to
peddler.
you.
Good day, sir. If you would like to get one of my fine new lamps, I'll need an old lamp in trade.
Isn't it a rather bad business?
I think we're having the same conversation. I don't. Let's go. Okay. Do I have to show a coin to the shop owner, maybe?
The entrance to the house. A pot, etched by the natural elements of the island, decorates the porch.
That's natural? Wait. No. I gotta... Not you again!
Hey, stranger, come join me. The water is wonderful, and I can show you the way to the next island.
Yeah, I don't believe you for a second. Pretty sure it's a silky. Is that what it is? The silky?
Come on, jump in. A little water won't hurt you.
No. That's right.
That's strange. The
Yeah,
young
here.
boy in the water just disappeared.
You just
Oh
poofed.
well, perhaps he just dove under the water.
Yeah, narrator, you tell it has to. I didn't. Did I click on that?
I said the ferry's out of business. What do you want to keep bothering me for?
Bruh, I need a trip.
Alexander.
Oh, for F's sake.
Go away,
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make.
There's that too. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. He was also, I think, the uncle. He sounds like the uncle in Mary Poppins, the one who was laughing all the time and was floating in the air. Also, hi, Mom.
Alexander feels his pockets Alexander's.
Why doesn't he talk to him? Why can't I talk to him? I just wanted to talk to the guy. Can I not talk to that guy? Can I?
Alexander wouldn't know what to do with the old bag of sand.
Are you sure? Well, let's go to the shopkeeper, I guess. I really don't know.
Good day.
Hey, what's up? It's good to see you. I've come to talk to you.
How bide you, good merchant?
Quite well, though a purchase would not hurt me any.
Yeah, here's a purchase. Save. No. Coin?
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting.
I'm sorry, I just
I
had to
have
look at
never
my phone.
seen a Daventry coin before, but it is copper genuine enough. I might even find a buyer who is interested in foreign currency.
Currency!
The items on the
That was
front
the
counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks at the items on the counter to make his selection.
I see you have noticed my mechanical nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
That probably would attract
The
Nightingale.
flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true. Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the
I
flame.
don't want to buy something yet. Hold on. Just a second. King's Quest 6. Walk through. I'm thinking about what number this was. Isle of the Crown. Oh, they went to the castle first. I thought so. Okay, well.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe
I
I'll
just want to
take
make sure I don't mess it up because
Very well.
I hate
Your coin
going
is
back
well
and doing
spent.
things again.
Remember,
I
this
have no
is a pawn
patience
shop.
for
I am
repeats.
always willing to take back my own
Unless
goods and
it's just
trade.
like a puzzle or something you fail or something.
I'll
then
remember.
That's usually okay. But
Thank
it
you.
just depends. I think it bothers me most when I've accomplished a lot in that time and then I realize much later down the road, oh hey, you know that thing you should have gotten a long time ago?
Old lamps for new. Old lamps for new.
Shush you. Good gravy.
Good day again. How may I help you?
There's... what magic book?
An antique leather-bound book is displayed on a little stand on the counter. On the elaborate cover is the title,
Or randomly
The
shooting a
Useful
Cupid's
Book
Arrow
of
breaks the game.
Magic
Yeah, that was
Spells.
so frustrating. That was like literally in the beginning of the game and you only found out at the very end of the game that you needed that. Okay, it's fine.
How much for that book on the counter, merchant?
It is a fine book, is it not? I obtained it from the estate of the one and only magician this kingdom has ever had. Poofed himself into an aardvark in the end, or so I heard. I never found the spells all that useful myself, but then I lead a boring life. I tell you what, if you can find another rare book, something a bit more marketable, I might be willing to exchange the spell book for it.
Okay.
Alexander is not interested in those self-help books.
What about these ones?
Thinking
There
of
we go.
Cosima, Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry. He reads, "Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast." Not bad. And another. "Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly
Alright, we're just
care.
gonna listen to some
Where
great
shadow
poetry
they
right now.
her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there." Yikes. And another. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name, that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted, hunted, painful cry that my heart makes for you, that e'er my soul eternal makes for you."
A little close to home, that one.
Alexander returns the love poem book to the shelf.
And then we picked it up.
Alexander picks up the fallen page. It's the love poem he particularly liked. It must have fallen out of the poetry book.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
Thanks.
I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
You're sure nice.
The mechanical nightingale is made of tin, painted dreary shades of brown to match the coloring of a real nightingale. A small key emerges from its back. Alexander has a love poem from a book in the bookshop.
Okay. Okay. Ba. This is the other thing, it's really hard to see everything, so unless you know it's there, a lot of these things are pretty easy to miss.
Good day.
Hi! You scared me. Actually, no, because I need to talk to... I want to talk to... Hold up. I am going to talk to that freaking ferryman. I just don't know why it keeps messing me up. I'm gonna talk to you, whether you like it or not.
I said the ferry's out of business. What do you want to keep bothering me for?
Alexander feels his pockets carefully to make sure.
You're a freaking idiot, Alexander.
Alexander...
You say old Allie sent you? I can't see
Jeez.
why. The ferry's not running, you know.
I understand. I'd just like to talk to you about the islands if you don't mind.
Well, I guess it'd be all right if Allie sent you. Well, don't just stand there. Come on inside.
Who's Allie?
What is it you wanted to talk about, young man?
The ferryman seems to be the only one in the cabin to address.
I'm a visitor to these islands. I'd like to learn what I can about the area.
So you said outside. What is it you want to know?
Well, for one thing, why has the island's only ferry been dry docked?
Huh. It just ain't safe to sail these days. What with the islands feuding and all. Wazir Al-Hazred ordered the ferry closed till things settled down. Me, I don't think she'll ever see water again.
Especially with that hole in the hull.
But why are the islands feuding?
You got me. Something about stolen property or some such thing. 'Tis a real shame. Things used to be so friendly.
Then this unrest is recent.
A few years is all, but it's been long enough.
Perhaps if the ferry were repaired.
This old thing? This ferry's been out of water so long she's no longer even seaworthy. Her boards have dry rot. She'd fall apart at the first taste of seawater.
But there must be some way to get off this island.
There's only one other way to travel that I know of. A magic map. The owner of the pawn shop can tell you more about that than I can, Alexander.
Thank you for using my name.
Tell me more about the ferry.
Tell me more.
I remember
Tell me
when
all
I
the
used
things.
to ferry Queen Ilaria and Princess Casima themselves. There was no thought of danger back then. They used to go visiting to care for the needy and to keep up the friendly relations between the islands. I remember their last trip. Things had started getting
sound
nasty
got
by
weird.
then, and when they came back aboard, I gathered that the Queen
Well,
and
I
the
suddenly
Princess
music.
had been received a bit coldly. Princess Casima was such a pretty thing, and she was terribly upset. But who could be spreading these lies, she asked the Queen, but the Queen had no answer.
What do you do now that the ferry no longer operates?
Me? I'm out of a job. The job my ancestors have held for generations. I'm the only one trained to avoid the reef and the rocks. But that knowledge does me no good now.
Is there no other boat on the island? One that might be more seaworthy?
Boats don't last long on these shoals, as you may have found out if you got here by ship. You can be quite sure that this old ferry is, or was, the only craft on the island.
Tell me more about Princess Cassima.
Ah, such a beautiful child, and so pure of heart. Why, a contrary thought has never crossed her mind. Her mother was the same. The king and queen. They served the islands, not the other way around. Always thinking about the people. They are sorely missed.
Well, they used to trade with other islands.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot. A bit crazy, mind you. Gotta have a good sense of humor to enjoy a tour there.
Well, you didn't say there was a magic map. Maybe it's like teleportation.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately, you can't get very far onto the island.
What else can you tell me about the land?
You want to tell me why?
The inhabitants of the Isle of the Sacred Mountain are the most gorgeous creatures you'll ever see. If you ever get to see them, that is.
What else can you tell me about the land?
The Castle of the Crown sure is a beauty. She's the finest palace ever built, I'll warrant.
Probably not, but it's fine.
What else can you tell me about the land?
You want to use another
Some
cone,
say
Alexander?
that the land of the Green Isles is near the edge of the world, and that the deadly currents are a result of a magnetism that sucks life from this world to the next. Of course, that's just silly talk.
What else can you tell me about the land?
Let's see. The Isle of Wonder's a lovely spot.
Okay, now we're repeating. There we go.
A table is positioned in front of two plain wooden chairs. The table consists of a board placed over a small barrel. There's a rabbit's foot on the table.
Supposed to take
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you.
Alright, let's go.
Well,
it was a pleasure, sir. Pleasure.
Thanks for allowing me into your home.
This was marvelous
Gosh,
speaking with
not
you.
at all. It breaks
You
the
must
boredom, if you know what I
be
mean.
See, I can do that too. Here we go! Progress! Gosh, I wasn't sure I could even talk to the ferryman at one point because it wouldn't talk to him. It had to be just right. Bonkers. That bonkers it does. Bonkers. Straight up bonkers.
Good day.
Hey, Manamanan. Manamanan,
A
is that you?
mysterious old man also patronizes the pawn shop. He steals sidelong glances at Alexander from under his hood.
Stop being a creep. Manamanan. I know it's you. Or I know it's someone similar to you. That's not. I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, merchant, but the ferryman mentioned that you might have a magic map of the land of the Green Isles.
Why, as a matter of fact, I do. I keep it under the counter. It's been gathering dust so long that I nearly forgot about it. It was quite a few years ago, you see. The estate of a wealthy wizard fell into my hands when he died. It was useless magical junk mostly, which reminds me, I've still got some things of his in the back that I need to dump out. Anyway, the magic map was the one true treasure in the lot. The wizard was quite old and feeble and had enchanted the map to aid in traveling. It is said that one need only desire to be on an island depicted on the map to find oneself there.
Did you not try it?
It is a very valuable map, as you can imagine. Unfortunately, no one is interested in traveling these days. It is far too dangerous with the current state of the kingdom.
What would you take for the map?
I would normally want something magic in return, But since I am hardly overrun with prospective buyers, I would be willing to take anything of equal value in exchange.
Well, I don't know if this is equal value, but it's a rabbit split. Apparently, goodbye, my authority.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
You would know better than to try some weird
Daventry,
magic. You might be
are you
right.
a
I mean,
king
you might
then?
turn inside out. If Star Trek has taught us
That's my
anything.
father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold.
That's right, because he was the...
There are more important things at stake now.
Then you
lost
now
son.
own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very
Thank
kind.
you.
And I'll remember about the map.
That should be easy. No, you stay away.
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Look at his hand. Seconds later in the castle.
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished. From the pawn shop owner, he just abstained, just reprieved. He just got a magic map.
It was him. Well, I mean, I was right, it was him.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
They become drunk?
Yes. Master. Now, what is this about a magic map? With a map, Prince Alexander could travel anywhere as quickly as I can. I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now.
By my scimitar.
Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir.
sword.
Go to the
By my
other
dad.
islands and tell them.
By my phone. Okay, well, no thank you. By my sword. Okay,
If Alexander wants anything from...
you know what, narrator? So what? I have a magic map. You can't stop me.
The magic map is made of thin leather and has lifelike drawings of the islands on its uneven surface.
Okay. Well, what about these mints that this guy...
An elegant little glass dish decorates the countertop. The dish is full of green mints offered for the enjoyment of the customer.
Oh, okay. I'll just take one.
Alexander takes a mint.
Thank you.
The small green mint looks very tasty.
Does it? I have questions. These are some questionable mints. Oh, the merchant's gone! No! The merchant! It's gone! The merchant's gone by my sword! The merchant's gone! Merchant?
Alexander is standing on a sunny village. Alexander. Wooden shutters frame. Alexander has no need to disturb the shutters.
You should disturb the shutters. I think they deserve it. Okay, so I had the nightingale thing, right? We need to go do the nightingale. I thought there was gonna be a cutscene or something. Burb! There's a real burb. Pardon me.
There's no point in you. Alexander doesn't want to
There you go.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
That doesn't scare me.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad. Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale.
Does that sound like a real nightingale?
It plays its pleasant tinny tune.
I don't think
The
they
living
usually have
nightingale in
backup
the tree
music.
listens to the tune curiously.
Don't.
Although the nightingale seems interested in Alexander, she would never allow him close enough to grab her.
Okay. I guess it doesn't say I can grab the bird. Don't run from me. Hey, you scared me. Oh, we have to do it from over
Alexander
here.
winds the mechanical nightingale.
Well, I guess the start.
It plays its pleasant tinny tune. The living nightingale in the tree listens to the tune curiously. The nightingale sings her crystalline song in the boughs of the old tree. The nightingale looks at Alexander curiously, as though waiting for something. Alexander shows the object to the bird, hoping to interest her. It seems that the nightingale is no lover of the taste of peppermint.
Okay, so this is just a means later on I get. Then why am I doing it now? Does it matter that I do it now? Probably not. Okay, well, we're supposed to go back up here. Oh. Bye!
A large round pot is one of the pottery pieces on display outside the shops.
Okay, but this one is specific.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb.
A fake thumb?
Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Bottles are pretty handy. They're a little cumbersome to carry around, but they are pretty handy. I will not lie. Every time. Okay, well I guess from here it's saying it's time to travel, so we're gonna travel. Let me just save that one again. Down we go. It's okay. You just take your sweet time coming over here, Alexander. Good gravy. Alright, so what's... Look map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I don't know how to do this, but we're gonna find out. Pull out map. Hey, Isle of Wonder, Land of the Green Isles, Isle of the Crown is where we're at. Well, I guess we'll just do it how it says to do it. Isle of the Sacred Mountain.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
It's a little little different, but I was imagining... There's really not a lot here, is there? I was imagining,
There's an ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
That's not very nice, narrator. The flower does its best.
Alexander notices an unusually large
Missed.
coal-black feather lying on the beach.
There are harpies
There
here, too.
appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates. Alright.
The rock has been etched by some unknown hand. One
They
may need
have
to read
really
about the
expert
logic cliffs
handwriting.
in
It's
the
almost like it
guidebook
was
to the
printed.
land of the Green Isles in order to understand this mystical inscription.
Well, okay, that's awfully specific of you. Okay, well, this
Alexander
looks
picks
pickupable.
the flower and is
Sure
startled
does.
by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a
That's-
moment, he can smell nothing else.
Okay, well, let's pick up this obvious feather.
Alexander takes the feather.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well, is
There
anything
appears to be
else?
something etched into the face of the cliff.
Yeah, take just that. Okay, well, alright, let's look at our
Alexander
map.
pulls out.
Jeez. Okay, I'll wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Sure does. And you... yeah, wish. There we go. The wish. Just gonna save. What's this?
A string of letters floats in the water. The letters spell out, "Where are you going?" Alexander's heard of alphabet soup, but this is ridiculous.
They have opposite soup?
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep.
Oysters? They're
In
never...
the oyster's mouth,
Being
Alexander
oysters?
can see a glint of white. Oyster beds line the seashore. Most of the oysters are
That
sound
doesn't seem
asleep.
very safe.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
I'd be happy to take a look.
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
Wait.
Those oysters are all sleeping peacefully. Alexander wouldn't want to disturb them. That won't do anything for the little oyster.
Take it.
That won't do anything for the little...
Take it.
That won't do anything for the...
Dang it. Why are the words getting closer to me?
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
I just have that. Where?
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
Alright, that's fair. Okay, well... hold on. Oh! It's boring, right? We're trying to get you to sleep, right?
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Your random sentences.
Hey, that would be great.
Oh, it'd be great! I need to do a higher point.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackerels, albeit small fine mackerels, stretched over the total of 53 and an eighth bottles of wild beast lard, yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069 centidrills by
this
3,023
Is this?
and 6/7 puns, not punts, as might be expected. This is not to say, however, in any sense whatsoever, that deviations in mean temperature of 5 or 6 dregs or so
Oh, shoot.
indicate a fabrication
I got it.
or derivation sufficiently broad enough to exacerbate the conclusions uncovered in due course with regards to the dimensions, consistency, mass, or thickness inherent in the menial suckling grouse.
Alexander sees nothing of interest on that part. Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
I can't. Ugh. Ugh, the noise. By my sword! Yeah, anyway, that's great. I'm just gonna, I guess I'm gonna go. Is there anything this way? This seems like open ground.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Pardon?
Five fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies.
Wait, no!
Old Tantro, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tantro I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, Grovenor. Do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Nose ears? Uh-oh. How much you gonna wind it? Dance, gnome, dance! This is something else.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me. Taste, Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Oh.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
I don't know that I have one for this. Feather, probably.
Alexander holds the item out for the gnome with the massive hands.
My hands cannot be led astray. A man is here, that's plain as day.
Uh-oh.
A man, so say our hands. We act at the wizard's command.
Oh. Oops. I get it. No! Bye, Alexander. I knew thee
The
well.
gnomes toss Alexander
Okay,
too
it was
far
supposed to
out
be the
into the
rabbit's
sea for him
foot,
to
but
get
I
his
wanted
footing.
to see if I could do
The
it on my
currents
own.
drag him under.
Bye, Alexander. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. See ya.
Tickets up. Next.
Yeah, goodbye.
Guess those gnomes couldn't reach a
Restore. Okay, well, we're gonna do that again. Here we go.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Five fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tantro, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
I'm in the middle.
Tantro I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, Grovenor, do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
I'm dancing. I'm doing a little jig. With his knees.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me. Taste, Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
A little bit of a mess there, it's fine. Like
Alexander
this.
holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet. Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
And rabbit foot.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
Well, that's horrifying.
Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
This is one I never would have guessed.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Alexander did it. He's fooled
See,
the
I never would
guards.
have guessed that. I never would have. I didn't think it was invisible ink. I thought it was an empty bottle. Okay. Okay. I was trying to go this way last time. Can we go? Oh, we can.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground. The tail end of this island is a riotous scramble of books, sand, and a spider's web.
Let's not forget the bees.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Oh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How charming of you to pretend not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, I mean, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
Yeah, how forward.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! I mean, the loss
Oh,
of
drat!
yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
I need to go.
Intricately detailed spider's web has been spun between a pile of books and a small tree.
That scrap of paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
Can I leave? Thank you.
Piles of
that
stacked
a-
books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground. Piles of stacked books. Piles of stacked. Piles of stacked. The tail end of this island. Piles of stacked.
This looks like something. Am I not clicking on the right thing?
Piles of. Piles of. Piles of. Piles of.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Ah, there is the bookworm.
What do you think you're doing?
Now this is real romance.
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
I didn't realize these books had an owner. I'm in need of a rare book.
No.
No owner? All books have owners, my good man. And this book owner, bookworm to you, wouldn't part with one of his books for anything.
Isn't there something I can do for you to pay for the book?
It is another version of Alice in
let's
Wonderland. All of this
see.
is very
Do
much
you
Alice
have
in
an
Wonderland.
itinerant clause?
Wonderland-esque.
No. No clauses at all, I'm afraid.
As an exception, you always should.
Ah.
Don't mind oxymoron and diphthong. They're fairly limited grammatical principles, you know. Let's see. A
Oh.
marsh pig that does Texas?
No. I'm afraid not.
A dangling participle?
I'm fresh out.
A purple fiddle whacker?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
An idiosyncrasy, perhaps?
Afraid not.
Ha! Then what good are you?
Okay, this is a weird walkthrough, but okay, you know what? Sure. It's just introducing me to stuff that we have to look at. Sounds good. What good are you? Well, there's a face there. What is that noise? It kind of hurts.
Milkweed thrives near the mucky swamp. Small bottles filled with milk grow on it like fruit. The fallen log has a good-sized knot or bump. The log itself has nothing to say.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it has lots to
The
say.
bump on the log does not look particularly interesting to Alexander.
I guess, but ow! Hey, look at that. Don't fall.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush.
How resourceful! Ah!
Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Did I get the bottle of milk? I sure did. The dogwood tree!
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp.
Oh, hey, Static Crowbar, what's up?
A stick is stuck in the middle of the swamp.
Hey, I don't have rope or anything for you, do I? I sure don't.
A large tree stretches knotted limbs out over the swamp. Part of the tree's trunk is shaped like the face of a dog. Why, it must be a dogwood tree.
My dear tree, is it true that your bark is worse than your bite?
Yeah, see, he didn't like your pun either. That's what you get. Well, I'm gonna keep going, I guess. This is just Alice in Wonderland. Look at this. Oh wow, that would oof is right, Jesus. Hey, you got
Unless
faces.
Alexander is mistaken, those plants must be baby's tears. Vines of sweet ripening tomatoes climb up little wooden posts.
I know you said it was beta, but I don't. I know, Serena. I know you said Alice in Wonderland. I was acknowledging your rightness.
To the right of the path is a little coffee table.
It sure
A
is.
colorful array of snapdragons stand guard to one side of the path. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall.
That's not a hole. Oh, we're just gonna go up there, are we? Snapdragons, do your duty. Get him.
Through the hole in
That's
the wall,
a hole!
Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir. Those grapes look awfully sour.
Yeah, no, the puns are really good.
A curiously speckled gate marks one end of the garden. Alexander takes a close look at the tomato in the ground. It appears to be darker than those on the vines.
It's really unhappy.
What are you staring at there, boy? Go away, you rootless thing, you! Yeah!
Yeah, I was talking to you.
That tomato is definitely rotten.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Goo-goo-gaga!
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet. Alexander says to no one in particular.
What a pleasant...
The inhabitants smile shyly, but do not reply. Alexander...
What a
I
pleasant...
was talking to this
Alexander...
What a pleasant garden this is.
The inhabitants smile shyly, but do not reply.
Okay, well, you're useless to me. What about... Legend?
Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me! Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
Straight up stole him, okay?
Alexander is too far away from home to think about taking furniture back with him.
What about this guy?
Alexander approaches the snapdragons.
I haven't saved. Don't kill me.
Those unfriendly snapdragons don't want Alexander anywhere near them.
That's right, back up. Yes, we have no tomatoes. Tomato. Okay.
Alexander doesn't want to pick the baby's tears. They may not be done growing.
Alright, anyway. Oh, hey, horses! Knights, as it were.
Alexander is standing at the edge of a strange land with rolling checkered hills. Two chessboard knights stand before the marble entrance, guarding a path which wanders like a ribbon into the velvety hills.
The game? Did I get it from... I'm not sure what GOG is. I got it off of Steam.
A noble white chess knight stands at the top of the marble stairs. A red chess knight stands at the top of the marble steps.
Alright, well... Hi!
Excuse me. What land lies beyond?
What land? Chessboard land, you knave.
You
I see.
knave. You
And
fool!
is chessboard land part of the land of the Green
You
Isles?
fool!
It is the home of the red and white queens, rulers of the Isle of Wonder, fairest of the islands that owe loyalty to the king of the land of the Green Isles. But perhaps not for long.
What do you mean?
What is the purpose of
Oh,
unity
that's
with the
right.
great king and queen dead? The princess is worth serving, but the feud with the other isles is strong.
Hi, girls. What's up?
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding, and that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Lump of coal is
Who
very
isn't
impressive.
queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone.
I think there was a manual
It's
with
not
this one.
fair that you get the coal, too.
But I just...
That doesn't
just-
count. The singing stone was stolen by that horrid
The
beast.
walkthrough.
I should get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle
Hi.
an argument for us?
I don't... Okay. I'll do my
Which
best.
shall get to carry the coal and which the egg. Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties.
Exactly.
I'm partial to both
I have
red
not.
and
This is
white.
first.
But I'm afraid that I don't know how to solve your problem. One of you will just have to be gracious and allow the other the lump of coal.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence. The lump of coal goes much better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
That's the silliest thing I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
Well, we've done what we can here, Alexander. I'm just gonna take
Alexander
that.
picks up the Red Queen's scarf.
Excuse me, I'm just gonna take that. Pardon. And screen
The
scarf.
scarf is made of red silk.
Okay, well, that's cool, I guess. Can I talk to you guys again?
Can I pass into your fair land?
Heavens, no! No humans allowed in chessboard land. Never have been, never will be.
Alright, well, alright, here we go. I'm back, little garden people. Hello, it's me. I'm going to save. I'm gonna save. Read book, sure, that's it. Was there... Can I... What is this?
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
That's iceberg lettuce. This was look like icebergs. Is that what they are?
Gads! Is that coal?
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I thought so. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. Ah, it is 8 o'clock. Let me get out of here first. Okay, this is perfect. This is a good spot. Okay, I have a lot of stuff. No, because it wasn't underneath anything. So it's not underwear. It's just a red scarf. You know, he's on top. He was outerwear. I've been streaming on schedule, yeah. So I've been streaming at, I don't know what your time frame is, but 6 o'clock Pacific time. Every Tuesday. I'm glad. So, thank you all so much for watching the Naebotical Naebot and King's Quest. And feel free to follow me here or to like and subscribe to my Naebot channel over on YouTube. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good night. See you. Oh, yeah. Well, good night. Good night. Good night, everybody. Good night. Oh, PST. Sorry. PST. Good night.